Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos. Welcome back to the Markcoos Mafia, episode number 64. And at the end of the last episode, we bought a big Karim Benzema for roughly 18 million now, I believe it is. But yeah, this episode we have 3 games for you, and hopefully you enjoy this episode because there's quite a lot of good games in this episode, if I can remember correctly. But going first into the first match, it's a special match. The guy has a team strength of 800, rating of 520. I had a rating of 529. He had Diego Alves, Bruno Alves, he's got Johnson, he's got Ronaldo, Falcao is playing centre midfield for him for some ridiculous reason. He's got Coutinho, Taiwo, Wan-Bissaka. His team's all over the place, as you can see, in terms of the actual positions. But the Beckham, of course, he has Beckham as well, and he had Ronaldo up front, so I was like, this is going to be a little bit of a difficult match, and my team was more or less, it wasn't 100%, so it was always going to be a bit more difficult. So yeah, masterclass of defense is coming up right now. You will see how good my defending was in this match. Usually I would say my defending's not too good, but it was absolutely insane in this match, especially in the first half. But anyway, in the first 5 minutes, Cassano gets thrown goal. Don't know why he takes his shot off his left foot. He's absolutely going off his nuts for some ridiculous reason. But in the 7th minute here, he runs on the right hand side, he crosses it in. Wan-Bissaka clears it out. I take control of Glenn Johnson and bloody clear the shot, and Cersei makes a run for it. I pass it back to Hamzik. Hamzik just takes his time, passes it back to Cersei, who's definitely one of the best players I have in my team. And to be fair, I do spam a through ball. I'm not going to lie, I do play a through ball through to Benzema. If Benzema gets away, gets a shot away. Keeper makes a great save. It comes to Jovetic, and Jovetic blasts it into the empty net. But in the 13th minute, again, he's on the ball with Cristiano Ronaldo. And I was like, no. And then Cassano gets it, and I'm just like, come on, go. And then, like, it was really good. Like, this is the best one. Okay, Ronaldo is about to have a shot. Mulgrew puts his big foot on it. And then another nice little tackle from Hamzik. So, I was having a great little start. And Big Benzema's doing an absolutely fantastic job up front. He's not the fastest. I'm not gonna say he's not like as fast as Martins or anything, but he's relatively quick, and that's what is really helpful with me playing up front. Usually I don't play with fast strikers, but he's relatively quick and he's very accurate when it comes to his shots. So at half time it's 1-0 to me, and this is a special match, so it's always going to be a bit more difficult. He has a pass completion of 63%. He tried to play well, but he couldn't break down my defence, that's why I'm saying it's a masterclass in defence. But here Benzema he's fortunate to get through on goal. I get a shot when Diego Alves makes an absolutely great save. From the corner kick, nothing came. But in the 68th minute here, I think it's Coutinho's on the ball. He's just sort of running about, not really doing anything, and then eventually he passes it. He should have passed it through Zarate, but Crescito stopped him, and Sirigu picked the ball up like the boss that he is. But in the 77th minute here, Cassano on the ball does a little bit of skill to get past his defender. I'm just keep running, wait for Benzema to make the run. He makes the run. Benzema gets through on goal. I try and chip the keeper. Really horrible first touch from Benzema. Doesn't really matter because it comes to Jovetic and he blasts it into the back of the net. Luckily by a big massive deflection. I can't say because without the deflection it wouldn't have been a goal. In the 85th minute here, Benzema with a little bit of nice, footwork. I get a shot away, but it's just wide. And then in the last minutes of the match, Cassano hits a short corner to Jovetic. I just sort of just play with the guy. I just do a really good dribble, get a shot away eventually, and he clears it straight to Wan-Bissaka, who actually scores his first goal for the club here, with an actually really good finish from a centre back. But he's not as good as I thought he'd be. He's an alright centre back, but I mean he's just fast. That's really the only good thing about him. But final score 3-0, and we bloody pwned. He had his pass completion went up, to be fair for him. I had 16 shots, 11 on target. He only had 3 shots, 2 on target, and Jovetic was man of the match with 7.5 rating, considering he had scored 2 goals. So from that match, we got 7 point, no, we got more than 7. We got 8.2 million, I would like to say. 8.2 million, absolutely fantastic, because it was 4.8 and 3.3, so yes. Absolutely amazing. So into the next match of the episode. This guy had an absolutely great team. He had Van Persie, Cavani, Quagliarella, Schneider, Cazorla, Guarin, David Luiz, Pereira, Tiene. But on the bench he has bloody Van der March, like every single person you seem to face online who has any good players. They always seem to have Van der March. I'm not really sure why. It was absolutely ridiculous. But as you just sort of like just before the kickoff, you saw Mulgrew is now terrible at centre back for some ridiculous reason. He was really good before the 6th data pack, but I'm not really sure. I think they just sort of changed him. I'm not sure why, because he can play centre. He plays centre back in real life for Celtic, but yeah, this guy, he absolutely dominated me in the first half, especially in the second half, not so much. But he did do a bit of the spammy through ball. Cavani gets a goal here actually because of a really poor touch from Crescito. I think it's Crescito. But in the 25th minute here, he gets another shot away, and Sirigu was stopping everything. I mean, he couldn't stop the goal because it was a one-on-one, but everything else, he was playing absolutely great. And here, I really should have sweated with Falcao, but I decided to take a shot away, and it goes just wide of the post. So at halftime, it's 1-0 to him, and I mean, he has a pass completion of 82%. It's really good. It was a really good game. Like, I'm not going to say, like, oh, it was a rubbish game, because this game was absolutely amazing. But this was the most annoying bit of this game. I knew Falcao was offside. He rounds the keeper, pops into the back of the net, and the referee, like, but what? I know he's offside. I know, like, the gate. I knew he was offside, so I wasn't too pissed off about it. But that's ridiculous that the game didn't recognize that he was offside until I touched the ball. I mean, that's just ridiculous, PES. But yeah, I mean, this guy, I had chances. I really should have sweated it here. I don't know why I decided to go all the way with Debussy for some ridiculous goddamn reason. And in the 75th minute here, Falcao gets on the ball, and I should have possibly sweat it back earlier, but Crescito gets a nice shot. We don't know why Crescito was playing up front. And then this guy does a little bit of, to be fair, he does really good dribbling down the right hand side. I think he's with Sabri Saraglu or whatever his name is. And yeah, that was really about it. I mean, he didn't have too many chances in the second half. I sort of dominated the majority of it. And Falcao gets played for on goal again. I should have chipped the keeper first time, but for some reason I took some extra touches. And Falcao's really not doing it for me. So with that, I lost 1-0. I had 9 shots found on target. He had 7 for 6. And my pass completion was relatively low. I mean, anything above 70 is good, really. And his man of the match is actually Sabri Sarioglu, who was the guy who skinned me in the corner. So from like 1.7 million, and I was like, Falcao, I'm so sorry, but you've been absolutely dreadful. He's only scored about 4 goals in 10 appearances or something. So I was just like, nah. So if that 30 million I had, I went out and bought Javier Zanetti, and you're going to be like, why am I buying Javier Zanetti? I could have bought Schweinsteiger and had about, I think, 100,000 left, but I thought, nah, I'll buy Zanetti because I know for a fact Debussy isn't as good as I think he is. I knew Debussy, he's possibly one of the worst right backs in the game. Like, I know his rating's 87, but I just can't. I'm not really good at him. So Zanetti's gonna go first team, go in the first team. Debussy will just play as a backup because he can play centre, mid, and left mid and right mid. Isla, I think I eventually get rid of as well. I'm not really sure when, but I think it's our next episode I get rid of him because I'll probably get rid of him in the next episode, yeah, because he's not as good. He's a good backup player, but I don't need backup players, and I need some first team players, and I'll eventually get some backup players. So this guy had a nice team. It's Via Tevez. He had Cazorla, Matuidi. He had Martins, and Van der March. Like everyone else has bloody Van der March, but if I can remember correctly, this guy didn't spam it. I'm not going to say he spammed it, but I do score the best goal of like my whole career. I mean, look at that. Look at this. You just can't beat that. That's an absolutely insane goal from Marek Hamšík from about 40 yards out. Just pops it right into the top corner. But in the 9th minute of the match, if I remember correctly, he does spam it here because he knows for a fact that Tevez isn't particularly the fastest player, but he gets through on goal, and Sirigu makes an absolutely great save. But then once I'd gone 1-0 up, he did start spamming it a little bit, and I was just really pissed off. Then here my controller broke, and I was just like, what are you doing? And he just plastered it straight to Tevez. Now, how did my controller break? Well, I stepped on it, and when I was drunk, and yeah, so my whole controller's properly broken. So I was just like, oh well, like nothing I can do about it, and I only have one controller, so I might have to postpone the next episode. But yeah, I mean, it was a ridiculous goal to give away, and it was only because he because it wouldn't hold circle completely. But how is that a red card? It gave a red card for that. How is that a red card? That's a fantastic challenge from goddamn Hummels. But no, he gives a red card, straight red card for absolutely nothing. I get the ball and everything. I mean, he even slowed it down and showed you in detail that I get the ball. But yeah, from the free kick, he tries to pass it like a little prick. And from that resulting corner kick, I think he actually scores, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, he does score. I think it's Baines stays on the line and it goes into the back of the net. So with that, I'm down to 10 men, and he's had 5 shots, 4 on target. I've had 6 shots, 4 on target. And then in the 47th minute here, I mean, Isla had started, so Isla just played the defense midfield role. And then of all people to play it through, it's actually Ivanovic who ends up playing through Jovetic. Jovetic just pops into the back of the net like a boss that he is. And I mean, like, I had chances in the second half to win this game, and it just was not working for me at all. I mean, here Gaetan on the ball, and look, this is how bad his right foot is. That's how bad his right foot is. His right foot is horrendous. He's got like weak foot of like 4 or something. But then he pings it through again, and Ivanovic is running with him, and I actually take him out and give away a penalty because I didn't mean to. I mean, Hamsik comes in, and I thought he was gonna go back out wide, but he decided to pass it. I gave away a penalty, and he actually scores it with Hulk. I always jump the right way, but it's just if the penalty's in the top corners, you can't save them. It's a bit ridiculous. But this, in my opinion, should have been a penalty. You'll see what I'm talking about when Zanetti runs past whoever his centre back is. And I mean, it looks like he gets the ball, but I show you in proper detail. The animation gets the ball. The animation make it look like he gets the ball, but he doesn't actually get the ball. The ball hits off Zanetti, and I was just like, goddamn game, goddamn trolling me. But yeah, in the 87th minute, I mean, I'm getting some chances here. Hamsik on the ball, plays a really nice ball for Jovetic, and great defending from his defender. And then into the last minutes of the match, I mean, Baines can't really get to it. And again, he gets free kick. And this is against Hilton, who wasn't in particularly the best form. Baines takes a direct free kick, and I knuckle shotted it and everything. And he just grabs it out of midair. And I was just like, oh, really? Like, he just goes, yeah, that's my ball. It's all good. It's all good. And I was just like, Hilton's an alright keeper in real life. I'm not saying he's not good, but he was on poor form, so I was really disappointed with that. But at full time, he won the game 3-2. I had 11 shots, 7 target. He had 9 for 5. Maybe if it was a bit more goddamn clinical, I would have won. But Villa got man of match with 6.5 rating. I got 1.6 million from that match. And this is the end of the episode. Here's my team. And that is at that. So if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe my channel for more. And catch you later.